Dr. Elena Vasquez crouched beside the crystalline formations jutting from Kepler 442b's surface, her scanner humming quietly as it analyzed the mineral composition. The alien world's twin suns cast an ethereal purple glow across the rocky terrain, making the crystals sparkle like frozen starlight. 3 months into her solo research expedition, she had grown comfortable with the planet's apparent serenity. She was wrong. In the shadows of a nearby cliff face, something watched her with predatory patience. The creature had been tracking the strange bipedal visitor for days, studying her patterns, her weaknesses. Standing nearly 3 meters tall, on powerful hind legs, the Kethmore was apex evolution. Razor-sharp claws, armor-plated hide, and sensory organs that could detect a heartbeat from kilometers away. Its species had dominated this world for millennia, and nothing had ever challenged their supremacy. The human looked so fragile, so slow, easy prey. Elena's comm device crackled with static as she documented her findings. Research log, day 93. The crystal formations here contain trace amounts of an unknown element. If my calculations are correct, this could revolutionize our understanding of... A low growl echoed across the rocky expanse. Elena's head snapped up, her hand instinctively moving to the emergency beacon on her belt. She scanned the horizon, but saw nothing. The growl came again, closer this time, reverberating off the crystal formations. Computer? Life sign analysis, she whispered into her scanner. Multiple large predator signatures detected. Distance, approximately 200 meters enclosing. Elena's pulse quickened, but her mind remained sharp. Years of field research in hostile environments had taught her that panic was the enemy of survival. She quickly assessed her options. Her emergency shelter was 500 meters away, too far to reach safely. Her sidearm carried enough charge for maybe 3 shots. The terrain offered limited cover. The Kethmore emerged from behind a crystal spire, its yellow eyes locked onto her with unmistakable hunger. It moved with the fluid grace of a natural killer, each step calculated and silent despite its massive size. Elena had never seen anything like it, but she recognized the universal language of a predator sizing up its prey. Magnificent, she breathed, even as adrenaline flooded her system. The scientist in her couldn't help but admire the creature's perfect evolutionary design. The Kethmore tilted its head, confused by the human's reaction. Most prey cowered or fled at first sight. This small creature stood her ground, studying it with the same intensity it was studying her. How curious. Elena slowly reached into her equipment pack, her movements deliberate and non-threatening. The Kethmore tensed, ready to spring, but paused when she withdrew not a weapon but a small metallic device. She placed it on the ground between them and stepped back. "I know you can't understand me," she said calmly, "but I'm not here to harm you or claim your territory. I'm just trying to learn." The device began projecting a holographic display of Elena's research data, star charts, mineral compositions, ecological surveys. The Kethmore approached cautiously, its predatory focus momentarily replaced by curiosity. It had never seen such strange magic before. But hunger soon reasserted itself. The creature's stomach growled audibly, and its attention returned to the potential meal standing before it. The hunt had already been delayed too long. The Kethmore lunged with lightning speed, claws extended and jaws open wide. Elena had been waiting for this moment. As the creature committed to its attack, she dove to the side, not away from it, but toward the crystal formation she had been studying. The Kethmore's claws raked through empty air as Elena rolled beneath the overhanging crystals. She came up running, her scanner still in hand, leading the confused predator deeper into the crystal maze. The creature roared in frustration and gave chase, its massive form crashing through the delicate formations. "That's right, follow me," Elena muttered, checking her scanner's readings as she ran. The mineral composition she had been analyzing wasn't just scientifically interesting. It was highly unstable when exposed to specific electromagnetic frequencies. She reached the center of the crystal formation and turned to face her pursuer. The Kethmore approached more cautiously now, learning from its mistake but still confident in its inevitable victory. The human had merely delayed the inevitable. Elena raised her scanner and began adjusting its frequency output. "You know what the difference is between predators and humans?" she asked the creature conversationally. "Predators hunt with instinct. Humans hunt with knowledge." She activated the scanner's emergency pulse function, flooding the crystals around them with precisely calibrated electromagnetic energy. The effect was immediate and spectacular. The unstable minerals began to resonate, creating a harmonic frequency that grew stronger with each passing second. The Kethmore's sensitive hearing picked up the subsonic vibrations first. It began to back away, its predatory confidence evaporating as pain lanced through its skull. The crystals around them started to glow brighter, their internal structure becoming increasingly unstable. "I studied your hunting patterns for 3 days," Elena explained, her voice carrying easily over the growing harmonic resonance. "I analyzed your physiology from the tracks you left. I calculated your reaction time, your strike patterns, even your preferred ambush positions. You've been hunting me, but I've been studying you." The Kethmore tried to flee, but the crystal maze that had seemed like a perfect trap for the human had become its prison. The harmonic frequency reached critical resonance, and the crystals began to shatter in a cascade of brilliant light and deafening sound. Elena had already taken cover behind a specially selected crystal formation that would shield her from the worst of the blast. She had calculated the exact position down to the centimeter, factoring in blast radius, harmonic reflection patterns, and structural integrity. When the light faded and the sound died away, Elena emerged from her shelter to find the Kethmore lying stunned among the crystal debris, alive but thoroughly defeated. Its hypersensitive hearing had been overwhelmed by the harmonic blast, leaving it disoriented and helpless. Elena approached carefully and knelt beside the magnificent predator. She pulled a medical injector from her pack and administered a mild sedative to ease the creature's distress. "Sleep now," she whispered gently. "When you wake up, you'll be fine. Your hearing will recover completely in a few hours." As she tended to the creature that had been hunting her, Elena couldn't help but smile. The galaxy was full of apex predators, beings who had evolved to kill with ruthless efficiency. But they all made the same fundamental mistake when they encountered humans. They assumed that being physically weaker meant being easy prey. They had never learned to fear the most dangerous predator in the known universe, a curious human with time to think.